My name alongside of the greats, but I'm making positive out of all the things they said was mistakes, but shit, y'all ain't here. That's how the story reads.
DLyric. What you want me to bro? DLyric. Feel like you in a movie, right?
That's some deep shit.
Yeah. For sure.
Like,
I always felt like my life was
it's so clear, but so deep at the same time. It's so simple and so deep at the same time. But it describes a lot of shit that be going on already.
Play a role.
And you
You can never understand till you know, till you see,
Till you believe to you.
So you just like got us hip to like your own ways of rapping and who you are. So now we have like a snippet of that. Like, what inspires you? What was that behind it? It's something that made you feel like.
I don't know. I guess what inspired me as far as music and rapping.
Yeah, like why did you want to do this?
Well, I've always loved music growing up. My mom would put on rap music. You know what I'm saying? Like the old school shit in the 90s. So I always loved rap. And I wrote my first rap around the time that Bow Wow came out. So I was 10 around then.
Right. That was a minute ago.
That was back in
Little
the
Bow
day.
Wow.
And since then, I would just write raps, and I remember I had this little tape recorder, and I would record myself and play a beat off the boombox and record myself freestyle. This shit was so funny. But then I guess it just progressed over time, and yeah.
So
That's what inspired me. Just I guess music throughout time.
what is it? It had to be something that happened to you in your life that made you decide I'm really gonna take this seriously. Because thinking about all things to do in this world, sometimes doing music, anything artsy like, it's harder to get into that because there's so many people trying to do it but not really taking advantage of that. So like, what was your moment that made you decide I really trust in what I'm doing?
I just know how creative I am, and I know that I'm good at what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little different. People always say, who do you sound like? I'm like, myself. Like, I can't really compare myself to nobody. I mean, I'll let the people do the comparing. Like, whoever you want to think I sound like, cool. Whatever you like it, I love it.
Right.
But I'm just myself. You know what I'm saying? And I try to cater to, I guess, my emotions. I try to cater to all different types of audiences. It just come out of the song. The type of beat, it's just how I'm feeling, I write to it.
So was it gradually over time, or was it like something that happened in time to make you decide I'm not gonna do these jobs anymore, I'm just gonna jump in there? Because when you decide to do that, it had to be something that was like gave you that faith that you gotta do it now.
Oh yeah, man. I guess it's the way the economy is going, I feel like I need to now be self-employed and become,
quote unquote.
yes, self-employed and become rich off of what I do. Because nowadays I can't live. It's hard to live in this way, live from paycheck to paycheck. No, I just use my creativity and be good at it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's gonna be my motherfucking way. Like when I start seeing the economy shift and shit.
Make this a dub for you, yeah.
Yeah, that was the turning point. And then I'm like, shit. Well, I'm in school, but when I do graduate, what job am I gonna go to? I have a degree and shit, but I've been really trying to grind and get these grades good. I haven't had time to go look out for no fucking career. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I need to do this. This is my path. I know it. I've been doing it for a minute. I'm confident enough in myself to know that I can make it. You know what I'm saying? And I take in the negative and positive aspect of it too. Like when people give me their feedback on it. The positive, I really keep that in mind. People may give me negative feedback, but I'll be like, okay. Like, I really never take that into consideration. Like, you just don't like it. I've accepted the fact that people gonna like it, and some people ain't. And once you accept that fact,
some people grow onto you. Some people people you might hate the
And the
artist,
people.
and then after a while you like see where they came from, and like people watching this, they might give a different respect for the way you rap.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's gonna be some people who like it and people who don't. And when you accept that fact, you good.
Right.
Somebody out there gonna like your art, regardless.
So, who are your biggest supporters? And do you think that, not to cut you off, but do you think that is like, if you have support by your parents, do you think that's something that pushes people to do better, or how do you feel about?
Yeah. At first, my mama was tripping about the whole college thing. Like, you need to get your degree. And I'm like, yo, mom, I know I can do this. This is what I'm putting focus on. Because I'm not going to waste no more time. So, now she's coming into it like, yeah, like really support me. My granny was the one who really supported me. And I thought she was going to be like, oh, no, you need to get your degree. She was like, look, do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because she's basically the one who raised me. So she really knows me. So it's like, she's like, look, do what you want to do. She know I'm good at music. Yeah, and my biggest supporters is just like, it'll be random people from different states. I'll network over Twitter, put my shit out, and it'll be random people. So really, I have friends. That's great because the people I'm around, you know what I'm saying, they support. So it's really a mixture of everybody. Yeah.
So, what would be something that you think you would tell people who are kind of not sure if they want to leave something that's stable, because that's where you were coming from. You had a stable ground where you were, and then you're like, well, I'm just gonna do this because I know I love this, and it's gonna get me there. What is something you would tell somebody who's like, man, I can't leave this job to pursue something that I love, but because it's a 50-50 chance that I might not do, you know, as good as I want. But for you, it's like, oh, that's not an option. What could you tell somebody who is trying to do that same thing? Because there's a lot of young people who are like deciding what they want to do. Yes. They graduate college and still be looking like, nah, that wasn't even it, because I was doing this because of my parents or whoever else. But what do you tell people who are on the edge but not sure?
You have to remember that if you want, you mentioned a job and shit.
Yeah.
If you want to be rich, you have to, or if you want to be financially stable, you have to be, you can't, what am I trying to say? You can't be financially secure. Like, you can't have that mindset, I want to be financially secure. When you're financially secure, you're worried about a steady paycheck. You're worried about getting a promotion. You're worried about going here in the store. No, you're worried about too much. You need to mind your own business and learn how to be financially free. When you're financially free, you good. Because you're circulating your money through assets. Invest your money. I be telling people this shit all the time. Invest your money. Start reading up on the stock market. Start reading up on all that shit. If you just watch it, you'll learn it.
Right.
50 Cent is a rich man.
Right.
Once he got big, he started researching that stock market shit. What? Vitamin water? 50 Cent is a rich man.
Right.
So I tell people that all the time. Just, like, start investing. You'll be good. Don't worry about no job. You know what I'm saying? Have money work for you. Yeah.
So, what is it about you, yourself, that sets you apart from other rappers, makes you different? Especially female rappers, there's not a whole lot out there.
I guess I don't rap about, I try to cater to the majority. I can't cater to what every other female rappers cater to. And a lot of them are half naked, talking about their shoes and their clothes and their bags and who they fucking. That ain't me. So that's what makes me different from that whole crowd. I'm chilling. I'm just doing me. And I never worry about the next female. I never worry about the next male rapper. I don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at people who I would want to collaborate with. I never worry about nobody else. When you start worrying about other people, you start trying to change yourself to be like that. And then you find somebody else you like, try to change yourself. No. So, I just mind my own business, I guess. A lot of people don't mind their own business. You see them switching up. It's like, no, that was not you. Mind your own business. Yeah, be straight. That's what I do. Yeah.
So, probably should ask you where you're from in the beginning of this. So I'm going to ask you where you're from and how does that, I guess, reflect in your music?
Um, let's see. I don't really rap about old days. It doesn't really influence me much. I rap about probably, when I say old days, I mean back in the day type shit. I rap about probably the previous 5 years. So 5 years ago, I was down here, and I would always hang on the east side of Atlanta with all my homies. Everybody was on the east. Everybody was on the east. So when I came freshman year, I was hood as hell. Okay, so that sometimes I like buck ass music. So that old school ass 3 6 Mafia, that's my shit. So I like to rap to that. It's just buck as fuck. So that like that, sometimes that comes out. And then I rap about shit going on today, what people are relating to today. So you gotta bring that crowd in too, people who you relate to. So I rap about shit I be going through. I rap about smoking. Everybody smoke. I rap about everyday shit, and I don't try to tweak it for nobody. So, yeah.
Alright, could you introduce the gentleman next to you? And we want to get into knowing more about both of you too with your different music, because I know y'all did a collabo. So could you explain it as well?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm originally from Michigan. I'm sorry. Okay. This dude right here is my little brother, DLyric, and I'm gonna let him further introduce himself.
Now my name is Nathan. My brother started calling me DLyric once we got to college. When I first got here, my brother King, he came up with an idea. It was called College Kids, and it was because we was all doing music, and he wanted to start like an empire type thing. So we all kind of started just really taking what we already do, which is our passions, and just move forward with it. A lot of people always think, I might get into that later, but DLyric, I do music, I write, I rap, sing. I don't like really calling myself a rapper though, because I feel like the stigma around rapping now is just so negative. As soon as I say that I rap, you think it's gonna be some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's what I told you when I first got in here.
So it's like I just like doing whatever I love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right now, and I love music. I can't really disagree with Chirp with what she said at all. I've been doing music ever since I was younger. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I was the only person in 5th grade, 6th grade listening to jazz. Like, genuinely listening to jazz. Like, this is on my iPod playlist type thing. You know what I mean? But like, I was always an old head type, old soul type artist. I always liked the Temptations, Al Green, but I can really listen to anything. I just love music. And then poetry was something that I was told for me to do. As a matter of fact, when I first started writing, I didn't really want to. It was after a fight, and then it was the lady, the instructors who help you out, therapist. She was just like, you're gonna have to write something in order to leave here. And I said, all right. So I wrote this poem, and then she was like, all right, cool. And then she read it back to herself. She was like, this is actually good. I'm just thinking, cause you know what I mean, I'm a kid, she's supposed to tell me it's good, so I was like, all right, cool, whatever. But I read that same poem to my father. We was in the car, and he was driving, and then he pulled over in like the middle, like it was a highway, and when I read it to him, he was like, you didn't write this. When he said that, that made me feel like, damn, I must communicating to people what I seen on an everyday basis.